Paul Franco is here, and Paul's a lawyer. He's in the National Guard, Army Reserve. Army Reserve. He's active, an active member. So he's serving his country as we speak, and obviously, when called, he will go and do his active duty. And thank you for your service, by the way.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that very, very much. Married man, six kids. Big family. Got to take care of those. You got to keep working. Not going to take care of 6 kids on a state reps race. I'll tell you that.
Well, luckily 3 of them are out of college.
Well, so. That helps. That helps. I remember those
3
days.
3 more in the pipeline.
Thank God those days are over. Well, we went there and did that. So we went through 2 points of what people were really saying. The third point was what?
Lower taxes, less spending, and regulation.
Okay. And did people really care about regulation?
Well, I think they look at it in the situation that if the government imposes rules and laws that are contrary to their own views, are contrary to common sense, and it affects the quality of their life or affects the economic environment we're living in, I think that that is one of the big issues. I think they believe in limited government from all aspects. They want to be able to say to the government, listen, it's my money. Give me the opportunity to make my own choices. Don't ram things down my throat so that we can enact some social and public policy that feels good, but just ends up just making everything worse.
Are you in favor of full or a part-time legislature?
Oh, I'm definitely in favor of a part-time legislature. I'll give you a reason why. The minute a politician becomes a full-time politician, then his or her interests or needs exceed that of the electorate. Why should any politician, including myself, why should I be exempt from working like everyone else? Just about everybody in the legislature has a part-time job. Some of them have full-time jobs. I don't begrudge them. From what I've discussed with people in the Republican leadership, that they're not really in session that much. My feeling is that everyone has to work. From the governor on down, everybody that can contribute to society has to work. It's very important, not only from an economic standpoint, but from a psychological standpoint too. As you know, Jordan, people that lose work and can't find jobs, it taxes their self-confidence. It's really we're defined by our work. Good or right?
Let me jump to another question.
Okay, go ahead.
State pensions. I think the pension thing is. I want your opinion, obviously, but I'm a little sensitive sometimes when we have a pension debate in this state. We only got 2 minutes when we want to get this out.
Okay.
Because the average little working guy and gal out there pays into that pension. They're not getting $160,000. They're getting $23,000 and $24,000, and they don't get Social Security. So what's your position on state pensions?
I think that pensions, what we have to do is come up with a plan that doesn't necessarily change people that are already on the pension. Obviously, they're already system, but to fund it like everything else. Right now, the unfunded pensions they're crashing.
It's a huge liability.
Right, it's a huge liability.
How about capping pensions?
I think that's a good idea. I think that's an excellent idea.
I mean, you get a guy like Billy Bulger walks out with $238,000. We should hang our head in shame.
And I can tell you that I've represented soldiers with missing limbs that don't get anywhere near that.
That's wrong.
And all I'm just saying is that it has to be paid for. People have to realize every dollar the government spends on whatever comes from someone else, like most of the people in the Worcester 13th who pay for it.
How do people get in touch with you? I mean, we only had a short time here. We had 30 minutes. It's really about 20 minutes of airtime.
Okay.
So I want to know, people want to know more. We got 3 weeks to go.
Okay.
People should contact you. How do they do it?
2 ways. You can contact us through the website, www.francoforsstaterep, that's F-O-R, francoforsstaterep.com, or they can call the campaign office phone number. It's 508-981-6511. And like I said, we are very accessible. We're out there in the streets. We're knocking on doors. My feet are killing me.
And if they have questions, Paul, they'll be able to. You'll get back to them and you'll answer those questions.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, through the website, you could make direct contact with me, and I respond to all the questions. And like I said,
and folks, please get involved. Yeah. Find out who Paul Franco is, and see about the quality of his campaign and what his answers are. If you like his answers, vote for him.
I just interrupt you real quick, Jordan. On my website, website, there's an issues link that has all my plans and proposals. There's some great ideas there. Listen, there are things that can be done. The last thing we need to do is just be cynical about it and say, oh, we can't do anything.
No.
We have to take action. Our future depends on it. Our children's future depend on it. And I'm willing to get involved to make things better for the rest of us here in the Worcester 13th. And thank you, Jordan, very much for your time.
It's my pleasure. Paul Franco, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll take a break and we will be back.
Your eyes don't need